Yes, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you that haven't met me yet, I'm Ollie, and today we're going to be running you through the best and only way to achieve weight loss or fat loss. How to calculate your total daily energy expenditure, and how to break down and calculate your macros. Stay tuned to the very end, where I will be giving one fortunate person an exclusive personalized transformation program coached and mentored personally by myself. Without further ado, let's get to it.
I'm losing myself.
You may have heard this terminology be thrown around, but the underlying fact to any diet is that you need to be in a calorie deficit to achieve weight loss. If you're not in a calorie deficit, it's impossible to achieve weight loss because you're defying the laws of thermogenics. Now, to achieve weight loss, you need to be burning more than you consume. So we're going to break this down for you in more detail. Before haters jump on, today I'm not talking about wholesome nutritional dense-based nutrition. Today we're purely going over calorie deficit and how to calculate this using a TDEE calculator. I do, however, personally advocate 80-20 based rule, 80% of eating good, wholesome, nutrients-dense based food, and 20% of treats and all that good stuff that everyone likes to eat. This is because I do believe in having balance as well as being able to live your life the way you would choose and want to. So without further ado, how to calculate a calorie deficit to make sure you're losing weight. To achieve a calorie deficit, first we need to calculate your total daily energy expenditure. To calculate this, we're going to use the Mifflin-St. Jeor formula.
Mifflin-St. Jeor equation, developed in 1990 and has been validated by a multitude of studies. Mifflin-St. Jeor is gaining popularity among nutritional professionals as the most accurate way of estimating calorie needs.
The first part of calculating your total daily energy expenditure to then be able to work out your calorie deficit is calculating your BMR, your basal metabolic rate. Your basal metabolic rate is the total amount of calories that you need doing nothing. So if you sat on the sofa all day or laid in bed all day, this is the total amount of calories that your body would burn doing nothing. To calculate your BMR, it's slightly different between male and female. The formula goes as such. Height in centimeters times 6.25 plus weight in kilograms times 9.99, take away age times 4.92, add 5 if you're a male, but if you're not a male, you need to take 161. Then on top of this, we need to work out your physical activity level, depending on how many times a week you train, whether you're sedentary and you don't do much physical exercise, whether you train 1 to 3 times per week, maybe you train 3 to 5 or 6 and a plus. Also, what needs to be taken into account is your day job. How physically active are you during the day? If you work a very labor-intensive based job, your physical activity level is obviously going to be a lot higher, thus going to need more calories. As you can see, this formula is rather complicated. To save you the effort, as well as potentially prevent any human-based error, I have created a calculator for you, which I've attached to my website. You can find the description for this below, or by simply going to my Instagram-based profile and clicking the link in my bio. As you can see, this will take you straight away to my calculator. If you're female, fill in the form that's in pink. If you're male, scroll down and fill in the blue. First of all, select your height, then select your current weight. Select your age, as well as then select your physical activity level. Once you've selected your physical activity level, you can then select the calorie deficit that you'd like to be in. Now, 1 pound of fat is equal to 3,500 calories. If we divided 3,500 by 7 days in a week, that would give you a deficit of 500. So if you're looking to lose 1 pound of fat per week, choose the deficit of 500. If you want to up your weight loss and lose more per week, maybe choose the 750 deficit, or you have the choice of 1,000 calorie deficit. For any diet to be successful, you need to realistically be able to adhere to it. If you're unable to adhere to it, it's not going to be realistic or work for you. So I would personally choose either 500 or 750 deficit. Now that we've understood our calorie deficit, now let's break down our macros. You have 3 macros: protein, carbs, and fats. These can be broken down into different percentages depending on what you may be looking to achieve from your nutrition. I'm going to give you an example of a macro split. So for example, a 40-30-30, 40% protein, 30% carbs and 30% fats. To calculate this, at first we need to understand how many calories we're working with. For example, if my total daily calorie allowance was 1500 calories, then I need to work out a percentage breakdown of 1500 calories. So 40% of 1500 is 600. 30% of 1500 is 450. Now we've got a percentage breakdown. We need to convert this into grams. To calculate grams, we need to know the energy value of each of these macros. 1 gram of protein, 1 gram of carbohydrates are equal to 4 calories. 1 gram of fats is equal to 9 calories. Knowing this, we can then divide the percentage of total calories for each given energy unit. So for example, we're going to divide 600 by 4, we're going to divide 450 by 4 and 450 by 9. This gives us our exact grammage of each macro. If you're calculating your macros, you're also calculating your calories. Many people say there's no point tracking calories, you should track your macros. But they're the same thing, there's not a difference between them. Just one, you're breaking down each individual macronutrient groups, but they're both total calorie allowances. I hope you've taken something away from this video, whether that's learning more about your TDEE, total daily energy expenditure, how to break down your macros, or calculating your caloric deficit. If you have any questions or feedback, please do put them into the comments below. Please do hit the subscribe button and hit that thumbs up if this has been something that's useful for you. If you wish to enter the competition to win a personalized bespoke exercise program mentored and coached by myself, then click the link in the description to go to my website, enter your email address, and I'll be emailing the winner as well as announcing as a shout out in my next video who the winner is. With that, I hope you have an epic day and we'll see you soon.